I grew up in a CFS system and I was transitioned into the prison system. And I see a lot of long-waited gaps that can be filled in.
Darcy Belanger was a prisoner for over a decade. Now he's a vice president at a financial company and a real-life success story for a nonprofit supporting Winnipeg youth.
I had every excuse in the book to not to be where I'm at.
Belanger grew up without parents. He says he lacked an identity growing up in child and family services, and he found family by joining a gang.
I never had any role models. Growing up with the gang, really, I got really attached to it.
Belanger spent 12 years in prison after being convicted of attempted and second-degree murder. When he got out of prison, he wanted to change, so he sought out the services of Ogichita Pimatsawin Kinamatawin.
Having that mentality of letting everything go, moving forward in my life.
With OPK, Belanger handed out food and water to those who needed it in the community, and he helped out at OPK's No Money Market.
Every Sunday, we would have a space full of furniture, and then we would help out anybody that was in needs in the community that needs furniture, especially Indigenous women and young Indigenous women with children. They kind of put me, on this really good direction of helping the youth. I've been doing that for 3 years, experience working into the community, creating a relationship and becoming a young leader in the community.
OPK is proud of the way Belanger turned his life around, saying in a statement, Darcy came from incredible hardship, which translated into misery and self-sabotage. He spent many years in prison preparing himself to do it differently once released. He was a determined young man who found a way to distance himself from the shadow life in order to find his true authentic self and live in a good and productive way. Now Darcy is the Vice President of Special Projects and an Indigenous Ambassador with Uberstate, a Winnipeg financial company. He says the youth he works with can sooner find access to guns and drugs than they can a bank account, and his new role will allow him to change that.
Try to create is a new lane for Indigenous people to teach give out financial literacy, to be able to give them the common knowledge of money management.
Belanger says being consistent and using the resources around him helped him change his life. He thanks OPK and says he's ready to do his part to help now. In Winnipeg, Mike Albanese, City News.